Greetings. Welcome to Middle Tennessee. You just tuned in to Famo Garage, and this is for the Weekend Warrior. Welcome back, Warriors. Today we are going to be working on a vehicle that is not part of the family, but it's okay. We're still going to work on it, all right? We're going to be working on the 2019 Nissan Frontier. We're going to do spark plugs and a radiator flush, or coolant system flush. Pretty cut and dry. For those who know, and you are mechanic savvy or tool savvy, this will be a really easy job for you, and it would give you some insight on some other things. You see what I'm talking about? All right, on this Frontier, as you can see, the spark plugs are under individual coils, which is okay. There's one, and the one in the back right there. They're only held in by one bolt, and you disconnect the connectors right there, and you see the one in the back. This side, the driver's side, is pretty easy. This is the side that you will get some insight on. Now, if you notice, you can see that one, and you can see that one, but the third one is just like out of your sight. But you look right in there, there it is right there. All right, you can see that. So some may take the intake manifold, plant them off, and do it that way, but we are not. We are going to try to get this out without going that route. And what we're going to do is we're going to take off this little shield here, this shield right here. We're going to take that off. It's a bolt here, and it's a bolt right there. We're going to take those off, take that plate off, and then we'll be able to get our wrench in and get it that way, and hopefully we'll be able to get that out. All right, so we're going to start on the easy side, on that side. We'll start on there, and we'll get it done. All right, I'll get you set up, and let's get busy. All right, we're going to get started. I'm going to start by just go ahead and disconnecting these leads. There you go. And they're really self-explanatory as far as putting them on. You squeeze the clip right here. Squeeze that clip. Push it in, and you'll see. You can see that moving in there. You push that, it'll disconnect, and you just pull it out. All right. And you can't mess this up. You know what I mean? Like, they can't go in wrong. All right. This back one is individually done, and we'll get it last. Just because there's other things that I gotta disconnect to get to it. There's a plug here that I want to just disconnect because of where it is. I don't want it to get in my way. So sorry about that. All right, we'll get to that one last. We'll get to this one last. We'll get these two, put this back, and then we'll take this out. All right. Well, maybe I can get over here and get it now. Maybe. All right, got it. Okay, so now we got this one off. All right, We got those. All we do is take these bolts out right here, give it a little twist, pull it out, and then we'll go. All right. You don't have to take these all out at once. I just prefer. Okay. Pretty good. All right. You set that one aside. You do your spark plug first. Then you put your coil back in. Then we'll put the bolt on. And then we'll go to the next one and so forth. All right. We'll get the spark plugs, get the gap for them, and we'll go over that in seconds. Be right back. All right. So I've already gapped these up here. You done these, and I got another two over there. Now, this is how you use a gapper. As you can see, there are numbers along the inner side of this, and try not to get the light in your face. You can kind of see the numbers. All right. These spark plugs are supposed to be set at 44. So what you do is you get your opening, you slide it right along there, and there's 40, as you can probably see. I hope you can see it. All right, 30, 40, and we want to go to 44. Right in between there, you can see there's 50 and here's 40. So that would be 45 right in the middle. It's real simple. You slide it, and once it starts to get stiff, you just give it a slight nudge, and you go over until you get to the spot you need to be, which is right there. You can see that. Right there, 44. All right? Once you get there, pull it backwards and try not to wiggle it like that, or, because it'll just open this back up. All right? So at that point, all your spark plugs are gapped. I put them back in the box so they don't fall around and hit something and gap gets thrown off. All right, so everything is gapped, and we're going in the first one right in here. All right, so I did forget my socket. All right, so get you a nice spark plug socket. This particular one has a magnet on the inside, makes it a lot easier. Most traditional ones have a rubber boot in there, and what that does is it will fit on here and make it tight so it'll hold it. This one, as I said, has a magnet, so it holds in like this, which makes it easier for me because when you want to get it out, it's not stuck on. You put it in, you just give it a couple of rotations, and you'll feel the click. Tighten it by hand. That's not going in right. There should be no problem with it going in. It should go in. For some reason this one is not wanting to go in properly. I don't understand it. Let's try it again. Oh, haha. I'm jumping ahead. I'm really jumping ahead right now. I forgot to take the old one out. So, first let me make sure I didn't mess with the gap. Okay, gap is good. Didn't mess with that. That back in the box. And let's get the old one out. That would work a lot better. And by the way, these are really long threaded, so don't get frustrated if you gotta keep doing this for a long time. It's still not loose yet. Wow. And like I said, don't get frustrated. Sometimes I get frustrated and I'll just go get a drill and put my attachment on it and take it out that way. And there we go. All right. What were they using before? Before they were using NGKs, which I prefer. I like NGKs. It's a really nice brand. But he's using auto lights and he's already going, so there's that. Put these bad boys in and we'll go from there. I'm gonna check those gaps in a second. All right, and it's just as you saw, they're not super tight. And if I'm not mistaken, they have crush washers on them. As you can see right there. And I'm just gonna put these in here. So when he gets in. And we're just going to push forward. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay. I kind of jumped ahead and I've already put the spark plugs in, did the gap. Just boxing the old spark plugs now. And remember to put some lube on your spark plug heads going into the boot or into the boot like so. And that's basically just taking You can use this if you want, or whatever particular. The top off, just squeeze out a bit, put it on your finger, right across the top. It'll go in like this. So when you slide this on top of your spark plug, it'll go on in and it'll lubricate the inside. So your coils or spark plug wires, if you have wires, won't lock on there and break off, and then you got a whole nother mess. So that's one way. All right. And on your spark plugs themselves, you can put anti-seize on the threads. You put anti-seize. Excuse me. You put anti-seize here. That keeps the spark plug from freezing also. But most times you won't have a problem with your spark plug seizing if you do them on the intervals that you should. But other than that, yeah, that's it. All right, let's get number 2 in here. I apologize if this is not really good to see. But okay. And tighten these up. Even though this has a receiver that is metal, it's in plastic. Always remember, it's in plastic. All these need to be is a basic snug. I don't have the specs on it. This was a quick job, and I decided to just go ahead and put it on, so I didn't get any specs on it. Man, once you get it tight, I would start from the back. I mean, you may, be able to get up a little bit higher and get in here, but from the angle that I have to be at so you guys can see it, I have to contort. There. I have to contort a little bit. But hey, somebody's got to do it. There you go. Put this back. Okay. And that's it. One side, spark plug replacement. Yeah. All right, enough of that. Get you set up. We're going to get on the side and get it. All right, so remember, I said I'm going to try. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm just trying. I don't know if you guys can see this, man. I think you should be able to see it now. Yeah, all right. All right, let's get this. Let's get this. This is a 12, by the way. Ooh, okay. Look at gloves. All right. Safety first, safety first. And it just seems like that is going to leave some skin somewhere that I don't want to leave it. So I will get the assistance of another. You gotta be careful over here. There we go. All right. Let's get this one over here. Oh my goodness. There's more bolts to this shield. Crap. Look. Yeah. I don't think this is really going to help us because there are 2 more bolts at the bottom that we have to get off that I did not see before. So will I be able to even move this? Well, I'll tell you what, why don't we do what we can and fidget with the rest later. Okay, I got you so you're kind of nosy because this is going to be kind of difficult, but I'm going to see what I can do. All right, I got to get my hand back here to even take the plug off, which I really can't do from here, huh? Okay, so I'm going to need a screwdriver because I've got to get this. I gotta unclamp this, move this out of the way so then I can get my hand in here. So I need a screwdriver. Be right back. Okay, so I was lucky and I used a screwdriver and well, actually 2 screwdrivers, and I was able to get in here and get the connection off. And I got my 10 in here and got this off. Just get this out now. And yeah, now I'm gonna take that coil out of there. This side we're gonna have to do different because I'm trying not to take the platinum off. And the way this is looking on getting this out right now, that's a strong possibility that I'm gonna have to take that platinum off. Wow, man. I was kind of praying that we wouldn't have to do that. It looks like I had to do that even for this one. Holy crap. Or is that the hose getting in the way? That's the hose getting in the way. Let's get you back down first. And let's pop you out of this clip. Like so. Just move you up a little bit. Just move you right on top of it. There. Just to give you a little bit of clearance. Well, yeah, that one we got, but I'm almost certain that the rest are going to be horrifying. So I'm going to push forward just on the ones that I can. And at this point, it just seems like it's just going to be this one. And then after that, going to have to get the plenum off. And with doing that, we're looking at more time, which I didn't want to have to do. But it just seems like that's going to have to happen. And yeah. Getting a couple of extensions. Yeah, I'll do it. Yep. I don't know if you guys can even see this right now. That should be better. I was kind of rooting for myself, but reality is stick. Well, not stick, but stuck. Her head up to say, yeah, that's not going to work. So I'm going to try to prove her wrong. I'm going to try to prove her wrong. Who's rooting for me? Right, everybody. All right. Yeah, NGKs. Well, I can say it any day, but yeah. They were using NGKs, and now they're going to be using Autolites. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of bright, really bright. Autolites. It's a preference. So that is what their preference is. So let's get this bad boy in there. Now you got to really be careful with this. Even though it's a magnet, if it drops, it could knock that it can knock a gap off. So you really want to be careful. Okay. That's that one. Let's get the coil back in there. And go to the next one. All right. I'm going to have to get my magnet. But as I was saying, remember, get your little on here. All right. And there you go. That's all you need. Let's get this back in there. I gotta remember how I got it out. Well, that was a lot easier. Okay. And they're off. Off to the races. Let's get that tightened. Right, might as well loosen this one. Saves a little time there. Alrighty. Now we gotta get this back going. Now this. Let's see. Okay, not so bad. Ah, look at there. Alright. Now let's get this back. Come on. There. There's that. Alright, well, let's move on to this one. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of back here. Jumping ahead. Let me tighten that back up because I got to get the plug off. That's right here. Yeah, that's really hard for you guys to see, and I'm sorry. But I got the plug. There's the plug. And since this is loose, let's loosen that back up. And hopefully we can pull this out. So almost. Oh, sorry about that. I'm knocking out my big feet. That's the best I can do right there. Hopefully you can see something. All right, I'm trying to get this out of here. All right, got it. All right, there's the bolt out, and see if we can get this coil out. See if the that came out really fast. Just come on, but it's not coming out. Oh man, so close. Yep. So close. We will not get this out. Well, wait a minute. Feels like it's coming. We got it. And we didn't mess it up. That's 2 down. I'm almost certain at this point that last one is not going to let us get it out. And we're going to have to take the intake manifold plenum off. So I said we will get some insight, and so far this is very insightful. So I got to get into a universal or a swivel, as it is sometimes called. I'll get that and I'll be right back. All right, I got a universal now, and get this in here. Fell through. Thank you, Jesus. Well, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Just thank you. Oh, fell through. Whew. Okay, so let's get the next one. So far, so good. All right. I'm going to kind of guide this one. I don't want this to fall off. Okay. All right. All right. Let's get some. Okay. Oh, how did I get it? I think I get it up like this. With the plug side up. And then kind of what could I just gotta give it, there it goes. Just give it a little push. Turn it around. Bolt in there. I tell you guys, I am really fingertipping this right now. I know you guys can't see it, but yeah. All right, I got that on. Go ahead and tighten this up. Okay. Oh man, you guys cannot see this. This is so bad. Can you see it now? There you go. Now that's it done. And now I gotta get in here and do that. So it's gonna mess your site up for a bit. There's that. Okay. So now that's done. Now the next one is, all right, so this plate I had wanted to get out of the way. I got the bolt that was here and was another one here, but it's two more down here that are, they're not like super difficult, but they're just difficult. They're in the way, and it's hard for me to get to them. So I'm gonna try to figure out a way to either get those out and move forward, or take the intake manifold, play them off. All right, so give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, as promised, I said I would come up with a solution. And the solution is you just take the rubber boot off. When you disconnect it, you get your hands in under here and on top of here, hold the top. You would hold the top. Me personally, I held it like this from up. This was under here and my hand was in here and I was holding the top of it like this. I got my fingernails under the boot, peeled it back, and then pulled on the bottom part, pulled on this firmly at an angle like so, and it will just peel out. It will not damage it. And there it is, right there. And then you can reach in, pull it up, and out. Now, I know you just saw that. You do not want to lose that, okay? You want that to stay in there as part of your electrical connection, all right? And it'll slide right in there, okay? All that has to be in there, all right? So we're gonna move this stuff out of the way. Matter of fact, we're gonna move this completely out of the way. All right. I'll put this somewhere where it will definitely stand up. Like that. There. So that'll stand up. That'll stay inside. All right. All right. Now we can go in and get this spark plug. Hopefully. Just missing it. Okay, that's kind of stiff. I need to change my extensions. Let's do this. Think I need another swivel. Yeah, I gotta get another swivel. All right, I got two swivels on it. Yeah. All right, no, you still can't see it. Well, that's the only way you can see it, so that's not so bad. So it can be done. It can be done. Yep. I have proven it. That it can be done. And I thought so. All right. I'm gonna need both my hands, I think. Because, yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna need both of my hands. I'm gonna get this out. All right, I got it in. And, it's really long, so. Oh, there it is. It just bottomed out. Needed both my hands for that. It's all right. All right. So we got that in. All right. Now here comes the fun part. Great. All right. First thing we're going to do is get the bottom part. All right. First, we'll make sure everything's in it. All right. And we are going to. Oh my God, that's horrible. Oh. Okay. We're going to get this in here. Like so. Oh. All right. We're going to set it like that. All right. We don't want it to fall down because then we got to go through fishing it out. All right. So I'm trying to figure where I could put you so you could see some of this. I don't know how much you're going to see before you fall, but hopefully you'll get a chance to see this. All right. Oh yeah, I gotta best to go this way. Get this in here. I'm gonna grab a hold of it like so. Get the bottom end. And then use it against itself. Try to keep the boot. Try to keep the boot pulled down. You want to try to keep that pulled down so it doesn't try to seal on you. All right. Well, warriors, I got it in. I just got to put the bolt in. As you can see, you barely see it, but it's right there. I just got to get that bolt in there. Oh, my goodness. Well, I tell you, it is a contort fest. Uh-oh. Thank God. Oh, it's right there. When I tell you it's a contort fest, it is. Like this boat right now, I know you can barely see it, but I'm using just my fingertips right now. This is very, very uncomfortable. And I can't really use a wrench. All right, I'm gonna tug at that, and then when I get close to being tight, then I'll get back on. Okay, I got it started. Now I can put a speed wrench on it. crap. Basically doing this blind. Okay, it's right there. I'm losing space to stay on the boat properly. I'm gonna need both my hands, so I'm gonna tighten this up, and then I'll finish on commentary. Okay, that's done. All right, so for anyone who says you cannot do a spark plug change on a V6 4.0 Nissan Frontier without taking the intake manifold plenum off, if they tell you that they can't do it, I just did it. It's not the easiest thing, but you can save some money by not having to get a new intake manifold plenum gasket and others, and go through an enormous amount of labor to take all of this stuff off, just to get to the coils. It is work, I won't say that it's super duper easy, but you guys saw me do it. It can be done. So I'm gonna put these two nuts in here and tighten them up, and then it should be cool enough now to go ahead and do the flush. All right. Minor tune-up. Just spark plugs. All right. On to the next. All right, we're under the vehicle. What we're going to start is here. I'm going to take this front plate off. All right. We'll take that. That's a couple of tins. We're going to take that off, and then we'll take this bottom tray off. Okay, we got the covers off. That's the upper and that was the lower. We had some spillage, as you would expect. So, at this point, we've got the drain plug right there. All right, we drained it. All the antifreeze is out. So what we're going to do right now is pull it outside so we can run straight water and let that drain out till it's perfectly clear. And then at that time, we will put the flush in, let the flush do its job, and then let that out, and then replenish, and we're done. All right, so what we're going to do next, excuse me, is go ahead, pull it out, fill it with water, run it, and then drain it. And then while that's doing it, we're just going to run water straight through the whole system until it continuously is clear. And then we will close everything off. We'll put in some antifreeze or radiator flush. We'll flush it by standards on the label. And after that, we'll drain it, run more water till it's clear, then drain everything. All the water, drain everything that we can out like it is right now. And then we'll replenish it with a concentrate of antifreeze. I'm going to top it off with water. Run that for about a half hour or so, 15 minutes, so it can get to normal temperatures, check everything, and then top it off with regular water. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Just did the first section where we just drained it and ran straight water through the whole system. And now we're going to, well, as you can see, it's all clear now. Now we're going to put the plug back in and put the flush in, fill the system, run it again. And then we'll run that until it's clear, and then we'll replenish, and then we'll be done. Topping it off. Hey, I know you. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Back out in the cold. Woo-hoo-hoo. Car's at normal temp. You can see that. All right. And this is with the flush in. So now what we're going to do is turn the car off and drain it all out, turn it back on, fill it back up. It's cold. As you can see, that's the detergent coming out with the residual of the antifreeze in the vehicle. Now we'll get the clear water going. All right, I got the water hose going in. You can see it's still not clear yet. I'm just gonna run it until it's clear, and then I'll run it all out, top it off with antifreeze. That'll be it.